GG everyone, welcome to another match of Budget Temur Delver. Today we're playing 4-color Euro piles. Sorry, I should say Euro piles. Alright, this is match 1 of 3. Not sure what order. I think this is going to be coming in number 1 today. Our opening hand is fine-ish. Serum Visions is basically the only thing that's allowing us to keep it. Really need to dig for a land here though. Luckily our opponent had no turn 1 play. It's in our favor when we're playing a slow deck. So we get Delver of Secrets, which is, I guess, okay, although a land would have been better. Field of the Dead is there as well, so we're going to be waiting a bit for them to get to 7 lands. So Fabled Passage is the card that we draw. Not useful this turn, but it'll be useful next turn. Now, if we had a normal fetch here, we could at least have mana for Mana Leak next turn. But nope. Alright. Well, that's okay. Probably we'll get an island. Yep. Now the question is, do we go get mountain or forest at the end of this turn? That's going to be tricky. What I like about these 4-color Euro decks, they take their time. It's almost as if they are in no rush at all. Alright, Botanical Sanctum. Well, shoot. I guess I should have gone for a red. So we're going to attack in again for 1 here, and then we're going to wait. Maybe this time Delver of Secrets will flip. And it does not. Alright, so we are getting all the lands and no pressure, which is just crap-tastic. At least we got our red here. Oh boy. Alright, Path to Exile. That's gonna work. Our Delver of Secrets didn't flip. Just ridiculous when we're only running 17 lands, 16 creatures, and yet all we see is lands when we're trying to flip. It's very, very agitating. But we get Hooting Mandrills. That's a thing. So we can either Mana Leak here or Stubborn now. It's up to us. Our opponent does nothing. We draw a Disrupting Shoal, which is fine, I guess. And here we just attack in. Okay, looks like our opponent wants to do something here. Definitely going to Mana Leak that. Oh, okay. I guess we're going to go into a counter war here. This is going to be interesting. Nope. Okay. Looks like our opponent just wants to fetch. That's interesting. Well, we're going to attack in for 4. Thanks for helping us knock off 2 more life off your life total. Alright. So our opponent is doing a really good job of playing lands, which is pretty great. We have mana for Mana Leak and a Stubborn now, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that's not resolving. Let's see what else is coming down. Okay. So we win as long as our opponent has nothing else here. They do not, and we lightning bolt again. Alright, we got it. Time to sideboard. Okay, so Blood Moon definitely coming in here. Our opponent has a very greedy mana base. Blood Moon's going to shut them down pretty quickly. Reality Shift only because I'm sensing that we're either playing against a Primeval Titan deck or an Uro deck. Maybe both. Not sure if Huntmaster of the Fells would be good here. I might bring him in. But I think actually based on that first game, we're pretty well positioned. Alright. So we mulliganed our first hand because it was no good. This hand is better. Still can't do anything turn one, but at least we have 2 lands here. Again, with a deck like this, you can't always expect to do something turn one. Okay, Renin 6 is going to stick. We could draw Disrupting Shoal. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want Storming Entity right now with this hand. Yeah. So top bottom it is. We do want a threat, but Storming Entity is just, we have nothing right now that would bring Storming Entity down reliably. I'd much rather hit my 3rd land drop. Yeah. Alright. Whole lot of nothing going on here. Just the nature of these decks. Delver of Secrets is good, though. And we'll just wait. Although they could ping Delver of Secrets with Renin 6. We'll see if that's what happens. Yep. It is what it is. Draw another mana leak. Really want a threat here. I mean, I guess it's good that we are drawing all these counters, but we only have 3 lands anyway, so there's only so much we can do in 1 turn. In theory, we could mana leak, Disrupting Shoal, and Stubborn Denial all in 1 turn, but how useful would that be? Alright, our opponent's doing its Renin 6 thing. Playing more lands, of course. Drawing a Blood Moon here wouldn't really help us out that much now, would it? And this is why I said in my deck that I'd probably go with Alpine Moon at the end of the day. Question here is, do we make them pay extra for Uro? Not really any point. They are going to pay for it. So let them get their Uro. We're not doing too well this game. And they get their land drop. We got our land, Evolving Wilds, boo. Won't do anything for us this turn. Just a really slow game, but it's mostly in their favor. This is what this deck wants to do. We want to put pressure, and we have nothing to put pressure with. Just really bad all around. We do have 16 creatures in the deck, but it looks like they are not being drawn. We only drew one Delver, and it got killed right away, so... I feel a concession coming. Our opponent taking their time. They do have 8 cards in hand, so I'm guessing they're forcing themselves to cast something. Alright, more lands, yay. You would think this is all this game's about. Ren and 6 getting very close to their ultimate, which is getting me a bit worried. But again, I think this deck has really stated its welcome. Outstayed its welcome, I should say. Okay, Hooting Mandrills, that's a thing. Unfortunately, we've had no interaction in this game so far, so we're going to have to pay a lot. I also didn't crack Evolving Wilds at the end of the last turn, which is a mistake. So that's brutal, brutal, brutal. When you make a mistake like, I mean, competitive Temur Delver already requires the pilot to be very skilled, very focused on the game, ensuring that they don't do any misplays. When you misplay in the budget version with slow lands, it's 3 times worse, 100 times worse. Just brutal. Alright, our opponent doing a bunch of stuff. Mostly fetching. They're getting ready for Uro next turn, unfortunately, and we probably won't be able to do anything about it. Yeah. And we have to discard. This is pretty much game over. That misplay with Evolving Wilds pretty much sealed the deal as well. Let's see what they put down. Actually, they can't cast Uro yet. We don't have enough lands in the in the graveyard, or enough cards in the graveyard, I should say. So end of turn, I finally, crack Evolving Wilds, as I should have last end of turn. Alright, Storming Entity. We're going for Hooting Mandrills here, though. Our opponent has 7 cards in hand, so it's probably going to be hard to get this Mandrills to land. Mana Leak. Alright, well, we got Disrupting Shoal. Yep. If our opponent has an answer to this, then it's probably game. It looks like they do. Our opponent taking their time. Just do it. Cast the spell. Cryptic command. Alright, well, it's going to stick, unfortunately. Now we're going to concede because there's really no point in continuing in this game. It's painful, especially when our opponent plays slowly. Took them 60 seconds to cast cryptic command there, which is very agitating. What changes do we want to make, if any? Veil of Summer, yeah, we're seeing some counter activity there. Game 3 it is. This hand is keepable. It's as good as it's going to get most of the time. We have 2 Delver of Secrets. Our second land drop is not actually going to be useful on the second turn, but it's okay. This is sped up, by the way, by 75%, so we're going at 175 speed. And our opponent's being brutal. Alright. Path to Exile. Alright, well... You know what? At least we get another land on turn 2. That's always useful. Thank you. Should have probably done that on our turn, but whatever. To be fair, we would have countered it, so. And look at that, Delver would have flipped as well. It's unfortunate. I think Serum Visions makes more sense here. Should also probably tap the island, but whatever. So we got Delver of Secrets here. Let's see if it survives. In theory, we can protect it, so should be okay. Alright, our opponent pays 2 life. Our opponent having trouble tapping their mana. You'd think it'd be easier on a digital platform, but I guess not. We're obviously going to counter Ren and 6 here. So Delver is going to flip. Oh, I didn't put Stubborn Owl on top. Well, I'm a dummy. Should put Stubborn Owl on top there. Okay. Alright, so our Hex Drinker is now level 2. Next turn, I'll have protection from instants, assuming it survives this turn. And that's going to be a big problem for our opponent soon. Our opponent seems fine with, you know, taking away their life for these lands, so they must have something important. Okay, Teferi is going to resolve, that's for sure. Not really going to be a problem because we'll kill it next turn. I guess it depends what they do this turn here. Alright, so they got rid of Hex Drinker, which is okay. It sucks in a way, because we invested 2 mana into it. But now, Delver is going to flip, finally. And we're just going to kill Teferi, and then replay our Hex Drinker, and then we'll get back to normal. So we'll probably close out the game soon as well. Yeah. Alright, playing Metamorphose first, which is fine. Serum Visions. Alright, let's see what happens. Next turn we're swinging in for 7. Yep, I guess our opponent got nothing, and we win. I think that's pretty accurate for how that game 3 went. Game 2, they just got everything. We got nothing. We just drew horribly. Game 1, we did pretty well, actually. We kept the threats going, and game 3, we just had the threats. Our opponent just didn't have enough, it seems. Those are sometimes the problems when you're playing too many lands. Sure, you get all your land drops, but then you don't have any spells really to play and stop your opponent from doing stuff. So, yeah, I think this game went pretty well for what we were playing up against. The fact that we're playing Budget Temur Delver. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content in general, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook, whichever one you prefer. Links are in the description. If you're interested in becoming a patron, check out the link as well. A big thank you to all my current patrons. Thank you for your support. I have some tiers set up which I think are pretty cool. You get to get mythics and rares at the end of the year, guaranteed, which is, you know, getting some value back for your support of the channel. So check that out. Thanks, and have a good one.